see the truth, and now the truth is unveiled. Guys, welcome to, even though we have Village Vets on the bottom, maybe I shouldn't have recorded, but that's okay. We're flawed just like everybody else. We're seeing a cast helmet on the AC Lee side, but I am your other host, Parlay Pete, and we are coming in today with a groundbreaking type of podcast. This is just not your normal podcast.
Parlay
You can
Pete
get
is
that almost anywhere. Yeah, you can get that almost anywhere. You have a whole Josh banner. I'm over here trying to switch the Village Vets banner. You have a whole there it is. You have a whole Josh banner. I can't believe you have a Josh banner.
Josh who?
I don't know. It just says Josh under your banners. And so either way,
so I used to customize my banners for each show. Like
so
before
you
the
had
show.
Josh Etienne or something?
Nah, my homeboy Josh Fowler.
Really? You know, Josiah's name is Josiah Fowler, and we call him just Joe Fowler. So the fact that both of their names start with J-O and they're Fowler, that's interesting.
Did he go to Georgia State too?
Joe went to Kennesaw, but
Josh is from Kennesaw.
Well, look at that. Look at that. Hey, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Shout out to Josh Fowler. That's my guy. I actually owe him a phone call.
Shout out to Joe Fowler. That's my guy. You didn't join the fantasy basketball league.
I forgot, dog. I went and opened up the app.
We found 12 people, but you should have been there.
I went and opened the app. I was like,
it's $30 ahead.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. I won the league last year, so I just wanted, I like to take everybody's money. But I'm going to win our fantasy football league too, by the way.
We're on the Cincinnati, man.
Are you really?
It's a week-by-week league, and oh shit, I haven't said who played tonight.
Chargers Vikings, but it doesn't matter, Lee. If we have a destiny, we meet in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna whoop fucking Dale's ass because Dale's team fucking sucks, and he declined my trade, and I'm like, Dale, I'm trying to fucking save you, nigga.
That's how you feel? You think you're gonna save
Dale?
No,
that's exactly how I feel. I was gonna give him last week Pittman and Judkins and McLaurin, who is playing this week now. He practiced fully today. Oh, yeah. And he's a Commanders fan. He's left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. He's one of those guys. So I sent him that, and then I also sent him Hawkinson. And all I wanted was Puka, who's hurt and did not play last week and is not playing this week, and Derrick Henry, who has not played as well as Judkins this week. And y'all, everybody's always like, well, it's a name game. And it's just like, well, his name game ass will be fucking missing out on the playoffs. When you're 2-5, bro, you need to trade people. And yeah, I hate to have our podcast start off this way, but this is for anyone that considers himself a fantasy football aficionado. If your team is in danger of not making the playoffs, you need to trade your best players. Ask for the best deal, because if not, you're just not going to the playoffs. Unless your pride is great enough to where you're okay with missing the playoffs, but I'm not going to propel another man. That's okay too. But say that then. And trade your best players. Like Julian Turner, he's not going to the playoffs, and that's okay because I probably had the biggest fucking win of all time. We've been doing this league for 10 years, league. I don't think anyone's beat anybody by 100 points. I might have had the highest scoring week. Has anybody ever scored over 163?
I don't recall. I didn't have 100 points.
I don't think so. My team scored 12 touchdowns this week. Because I'm gonna win this fucking league.
Hey, a question about a lineup that's not our league.
Okay.
Does B-Flow show up against Jim tonight? So I kind of
like the under. So the over-under is at 44.5. I like the under.
I'm gonna take a chance here because I don't.
But I'm asking. But I'm starting Justin Herbert. So he's my quarterback. So obviously I hope he does well. But both of these teams are even as far as I'm concerned. But the edge is certainly at quarterback. Even if you think that McConnell or O'Connell and Jim are even, which I don't think they're overall even, but this season they're probably even. At the end of the day, Herbert's a better quarterback than Wentz. So
would you start Baker or Herbert this week? I'm going with Baker. He's got the Saints.
Yeah, come on.
Oh God,
but I bet that. But he's he's missing weapons.
Yeah, but that's fine. But hey, let's open up this podcast properly. Hey, Parlay P, how you doing today, man?
We're doing good. It was great to see all the boys. You obviously, we got a picture that we will have out soon for the masses, but it's been a great weekend that we just passed and week leading up to this show that we postponed today, which is my bad for anyone that was looking out for it on Wednesday.
Hey, but I think you can't. I think it was worth it. It was worth the wait for some stuff I saw in the locker room earlier today. Definitely worth the wait. And
just the news cycle and everything that came down this morning. We have more time to talk about pretty much every NBA team playing this week today already. Their first games.
And just imagine having to wait a week to talk about the gambling stuff.
Yeah, so it works out even better on this end. And anyone that follows this show knows that we'll do Falcons first, but we will. I promise we're going to get to the NBA stuff. But yeah, I think maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. Plus, we used to actually do this on Thursday.
Very
originally.
True.
Yeah, Thursday was our day.
You want to talk about this camera thing's bothering me. You want to talk about homecoming first?
Yeah, we can do that before Falcons. That's fine.
I mean, it's your 10-year.
Yeah.
10-year, and you only have one 10-year. And I don't think there's much to talk about for the masses.
Well, what I will say is what I've told everybody that's talked to me about it or asked about it. I think this was a great homecoming. Honestly, I really do. This was probably, and maybe it's because it was the 10-year, but I thought that this was probably the best postgraduate homecoming I've had, no doubt. It's always going to be hard to rank the ones when you were in school. But post-grad, I think this is by far the best one. And maybe it's because it was the first time us as a group had a tent. So we got to see kind of like, well, how can we prep? From everybody getting in town to coming here and we barbecue, you on the grill, me on fucking rap, and just getting everything planned. But just us fellowshipping and being brothers together, leading up to all this. Then you didn't go with us to the place, but even surprise kind of showing up to that, to waking up the next morning, getting ourselves ready because we didn't know how it would really go, and being able to say that this was a success. I think it was definitely a success. Like we will be able to next year do it better, but the issue is that next year I know that I don't expect everybody to be here. Like I don't expect Josh to come back next year.
No.
I hope he does, but I don't expect it. But for us that live here and Boink wants to do it every year, we're going to be better prepared. We're going to be able to do this on a higher level. You know what I mean? And so,
but I don't want it to ever get too high. Like I don't want us to have the floors down, and
you don't want to climax.
And I don't want the couches. I don't ever want it to get that cool. I still want it to feel like a barbecue.
Which is what it is. It's if Georgia, Florida, which we'll get to that when we get to college football. If Georgia, Florida, well, that's next week. It's not this week. But if Georgia, Florida is the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, this Morehouse Homecoming is the world's largest outdoor barbecue. Is that fair?
I think some other schools would say something else. You got that.
I can beg to differ all they want, but if we've got the number 1 and the number 3 HBCU, what does number 2 mean?
Well, what you got that other school, GHO. Everybody talks about that great homecoming that I've never
Who's
gone.
GHO?
I think it's A&T, North Carolina A&T.
I've never. Maybe I just maybe I'm not seasoned enough, and maybe I just my wings don't stretch out enough to where I know people that go to that. But
Uh, did you consider going to A&T?
no, never.
Not one thought.
If I was going to HBCU, it was always going to be Morehouse or Clark. But both of my parents went to those schools, so that makes sense for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and it's probably not great for us to be HBCU snobs up here, but
no, I just think Morehouse again, and I saw it in a ton of captions this week from post pictures. You can tell a Morehouse man, but you can't tell him much. So, and I fuck with Howard. I mean, I've partied at Howard. Like I've partied at Howard a few times.
I'm going to Howard homecoming.
See, I've never been to a Howard homecoming, but we've done Howard because of the Morehouse Howard game. My freshman year is when they started doing it again. I went up there for every year for that game. So like I've partied at Howard. Howard's awesome. My dad got a scholarship offer to Howard too. Asha. Yeah. I'm not gonna bring up her nickname.
Yeah.
She's a Howard grad. I've hung out. I know some Howard people, but like I don't think it's the AUC. But that's just me. But you've been to one. So tell us your experience about a Howard homecoming versus a Spellhouse homecoming.
Honestly, there wasn't much of a comparison for me. Obviously, like I didn't know anybody at Howard. So you move a little bit differently when you don't know people. But even just the general environment and vibes, I had way more fun the next weekend at Hampton's homecoming than I did at Howard's.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
So there we go. Right. We don't even have to dive deep into it, but I think
I'll tell you, as the elder statesman of the locker room.
Elder statesman. I mean, it's true, but go ahead. Go off. Go off, King.
I loved it. And especially for y'all with it being your 10-year and a lot of people being there that y'all wanted to see, but also us having our own place to party, hang out, relax, chill.
Beer pong.
And even though we're talking about a new location, the location was good.
I think it was good. No, it's better to not be in traffic.
Yes.
It's harder for other people to find us, but the people that we, for the most part, wanted to see found us. There's one person way to us, but it was so much better because you don't have to be in all that chaos.
Yeah, there was one person who didn't make their way to us, and
who's that?
I won't say any names.
Is it somebody personally you know, or you're saying like the group?
The group knows that person.
Everybody in the group, or you me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Well, pretty much what?
Went to Clark. Went to Clark.
Hangs around. You know what's funny? I messaged her. She was there. Yeah, she was there because I was just like, I can't believe that we did a whole homecoming and didn't see you. We didn't hear from you. I could see you. I got a screenshot. Like,
hey, bro, I sent damn near the same message.
Yeah.
I don't even want to.
But it's weird because that is literally Clark's sister. Like, literally.
Oh yeah. What a great sister. Anyways, yeah, as the elder statesman, it was fun. I think the great Boink announcement at the house Friday was amazing. Learned a lot of lessons. Biggest lesson is wristbands next year. And I think we may need to kind of like gate the area off a tad bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just to people watch, and because kids are going to start showing up at homecomings,
It'll be a little different. And Jay Briggs, shout out to Jay Briggs, by the way. Shout out to Jay
Briggs. Shout out to Marv, too, by the way.
Yeah, I hadn't, and they're right. Those are two people that brought their children over, and it was, even though we had a beer pong table, it was definitely family friendly environment. Nobody's over here getting pissy or fucking saying fucking and fucking. Nobody's like talking like that. So it's like great.
Shout out to Mama Boink too.
Shout out to Mama Boink for being I tell you what, a lot of sororities and fraternities, they have house moms. She was tent mom that fateful Saturday. So shout outs to Mama Boink. I got to find out more about her. I had no idea she went to the University of Arizona because I literally talked to her and I was like,
bear down.
Well, I always talk to
Papa Boy.
Joel, too. Or no, yeah.
Yeah, J2. Yeah, Joel too.
I got to talk to Junior. And again, Junior went to school with my dad, so it makes a lot of sense. I know that they weren't friends in college, but they knew each other because he's an alpha, my dad's a basketball player. So it makes sense that they knew each other.
Yeah.
But, getting to talk to her, it was awesome. And she held it down. So, yes, big shout outs to Mama Boink.
Hey, she grabbed that great picture that we're going to eventually show y'all.
So she's the one that took all those.
Yes.
Great. I'm glad she was just being like president in the moment to do it.
Just being a good mom.
Yeah, and it was a family affair. Obviously, my niece found her way over.
Hey, did that phone situation get itself sorted out?
For me or for? Oh, you mean the girl? I text her today, and did ask about it. And she's fine. I don't know anything further, but she's okay. As she should be. At the end of the day, I said, she's fucked. If somebody has a good heart and they picked up the phone and charged it.
Tell the story.
Well, the story is that my niece came. My niece is 20 years old. So she's of college age, but she does not go to those schools. She's not in school. She's a working 20-year-old. She brought people over to the tent. I did not have, my phone was fucked up the entire day. I love my niece to death. Obviously, anyone that knows me personally, maybe this is the first time I said it on the show, but about 2 years ago, because I didn't do the show that day, but she's the daughter of my oldest brother who passed away, and he's a Morehouse man himself. And normally I do tailgates with my brother. That's the way it's always been. I mean, he's my oldest brother. So it's only right. This is the first tailgate I know of, at least, that she's been to, that she's come to, but she's also the daughter of my brother. And so she's got the lineage of Spillhouse in her blood the same way I do, even though she did not go to school there. But the point is, she brought one of her friends. I'm not going to describe the friend, but she brought a friend. Clearly, she was pretty sloppy. And at some point, her phone died and she lost it. That's a double whammy, but you got to get out of there if you can't find it. You can walk around all you want.
Mind you, it's nighttime. It's nighttime for the people listening.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's it. I mean, anyone that's lost their phone knows, for the most part, if you don't remember where you put it down, you've lost your phone. And so, in her case, they beat us to my house. They were coming here. My niece parked her car at my house. We got here afterwards. They were here. They were sitting out. She's telling me about the situation. I said, she's fucked. Because it's true. She's fucked. She needs to get over it. Now, my niece had the real decision-making to do at that point. It's, do you spend money to give her an Uber? Because she doesn't have a phone. Like, she can't do anything. She's like a toddler. No, she can't, because she can't call her on Uber.
Yeah.
Her shit's compromised. She doesn't have a phone. She's got to be able to make it. There's no even communication, or she's got to take her home. I mean, it's one or the other. And that's what I basically presented to her, because she's asking me about it. I'm like, well, Taylor, this is how you adult. Like, if any of my friends, depending on where we are, if it's just me and you, for instance, and my phone's lost,
you're fucked.
You know that I'll give you the money for an Uber. Or I might feel bad. You could feel bad enough, or vice versa. I could feel bad enough for you to where, don't worry about paying me back. I know you got to get a new fucking phone.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
So where, one way or another, I'm not leaving where I'm going. So I'm going to call you an Uber. I'm going to get you a ride home. Figure this out in the morning with your parents, whoever, however you want to do it. Or if you don't mind staying out, okay, let's stay out. Let's go out. I obviously, if you want to drink, I know you got a phone you got to buy. I'll cover your drinks. It's not a big deal. As long as I got it, it's not a big deal. So we could do that. And then, I could take you to get your phone. I don't know how close they are.
Yeah. But
these are your situations.
But here's the big thing, guys. Don't lose your phone. And if you do lose your phone and it's dead and you left it in a high traffic area that is also like locked down, because it's not like when we were in school where that shit was cleaned up by the nighttime. You could just drive through.
Yeah. Well, there's no phone just sitting out. Somebody got it, no matter what.
Yeah, and it's dark. Like you're done. But
they don't even know where to take it, Lee. Most people wouldn't even, because if the phone is lost at tailgate, where do you take it? Who do you go to? The police? Who do you go to?
Yeah, take that shit to Mopo, I guess. I don't know. Let's get to our Falcons, man.
Yeah.
I can't play a drop because we didn't run the piss out of the football. And we definitely didn't rise up. So Raheem, let's get this thing buttoned up, man. 10 players on the field, not okay. 3rd and 1, we run a sweep, not okay. 4th and 1, we throw it out, and then the cornerback tells us after the game, I can't believe that they're running this play. What are we doing, man?
We're choking.
Like, just button it up.
We're choking.
The defense gave up that last drive, to take it to 20. But at the end of the day, if my defense holds the offense to 20 points, I'm not mad at the defense. What are we? We're a top yards offense and a bottom 5 scoring offense.
Lee, I think that coaching was a big part of that game. This is a game where you're still, I get it, he's played more games than a starter, but you played against a backup. He's still a backup. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Mac Jones is a backup.
And a Pro Bowler.
This is third. Okay. It's also his third team in 5 years. So.
Baker, Sam Darnold? Daniel Jones?
In 5 years? No. I don't think that they were on 3 teams in 5 years. Baker played out his rookie contract at Cleveland.
I'm saying over a span of 5 years.
Darnold maybe was on 5 teams. Or 3 teams in 5 years.
I mean, Sam Darnold went from New York
but Baker, but these are also, well, I don't count anything with the Jets. Like, maybe we'll talk about the Jets at some point, but like,
hey, shout out to Woody to holding his coach down. That's all I got.
Yeah, but point being, sloppy display of football. I love the Falcons to death. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm very passionate about the Atlanta Falcons. But what I came to the conclusion yesterday, unless we go 3-0 over the next 3 weeks, we're not a playoff team. And I can stand on that because I started counting the teams that are playoff teams, and I said, gosh, I think that we're left out. Let's just do this real quickly. I'll be very quick. The NFC West, we'll start there because there's 3-5-2 teams. The Seahawks, the Rams, and the 49ers. We've already lost to the 49ers. We played the other 2 teams. Are we better than those teams?
No.
I don't know. I think that Seattle's a team we should win at home. I think that is a team we should beat. But, like, JSN is having the best wide receiver season, low-key, of all time through 7 games.
Quietly, too, honestly.
The Rams, we know what they are. I mean, our coaching tree is the Rams. So we know what they are. The Packers, that's a playoff team. The Eagles, they're going to make the playoffs.
They're not a playoff team?
Eagles, Packers, as of today, how the standings stand, they're in the playoffs. The Lions are going to the playoffs. The Bears are 4-2. We beat the Vikings, but they have the same record as us. The Panthers, who we lost to 30-0, are 4-3. It doesn't look very good. I want us to beat a playoff team. I really do. They're going to have to win a lot of key games. For one, Miami this week. You need to blow them the fuck out. Like, no, you need to beat a bad team. Like, you need to beat them badly.
Can we get back to Sunday night, though?
I am, but this all goes into Sunday night. They didn't look like a playoff team because playoff teams don't make those mistakes. They don't have 10 men on the field on 3rd and 13 that holds them to a field goal to where you get a chance to go down the field and you score a touchdown. You don't take Bijan Robinson out the drive before on 4th and 1, and better yet, on 3rd and 1. Give him a toss sweep. We were together watching this game, obviously.
Yeah.
You don't do these things. These aren't things that playoff coached teams do. And you know that. I know that you know that. But, like, do you think they're a playoff team, Lee? Yes or no?
I don't know. And I don't know.
You do know. They're not.
No, I don't. I don't know because Michael Penix is still a rookie.
They're not a playoff team. Oh, by the way, he's got a bruised bone in his foot or knee or something.
Well, dog, we might have a healthy Kirk Cousins.
But you know what? Here's the thing. This is why you hate what happened last year because we didn't end up going to the playoffs. I wish Kirk kind of finished the season. Because now, let's say Michael Penix already said he's going to play on Sunday. So he's playing.
Well, he knows he might lose his job if he doesn't.
And Kirk Cousins said the same thing last year, which is why he kept playing. But we don't need that on both ends. Like, Penix should know that he's still the future of the team, no matter what. But if you're not healthy, brother, with your injury history, because he has one.
Fuck his injury history. If you're not healthy, don't play. We're trying to make the playoffs. I get we want to develop Michael Penix, and I understand Michael Penix personally wants to be out there on the field, as he should. But Zach, Rich, Arthur, you name it, right? Terry. You got to play the best man. And if Penix is not 100% or is not in your percentage in which he's better than Kirk Cousins, bro, you can give him a week off, let Kirk play, and bring him back. But if he plays like shit again and we got to bench him, right, because he's hurt, but we pull him mid-game, it just looks nasty. And then it kind of muddies the waters. Or you give him 2 weeks off. I don't know. Hey, dog, we got the Dolphins. They're not good.
Yeah.
Kirk is a professional quarterback who's healthy. I mean, he's better than a professional. He's probably still one of 32 if he's healthy. If we're being totally honest,
he is. And this week
he might be the best. Kirk Cousins could be the best quarterback on our roster.
Maybe today, but I don't know because I haven't seen Kirk Cousins in almost over a year. So, like, I don't know. It's been 10 months. You know what I mean?
Well, look here. Rod needs to figure out something today or there won't be a tomorrow.
Well,
don't let us miss the playoffs.
Isn't it funny that, to me, Rod should be more – the coaching staff should be more on the hot seat than Terry? I don't think Terry's the issue.
No. I don't think
the talent is here. Like, now, if Penix really does suck, yeah, we can blame him. But, like, I think getting out of Cap Hill and making the selections he's made, because I think he was able to convince Rich, not Arthur, but Rich, that the Kyle Pitts pick wasn't his and that it was tight end boy. And now it looks like it because if you look at tight end boy, you're like, oh, it wasn't Terry. Nobody in New Orleans drafted tight ends. I mean, they drafted Jimmy Graham one year, but certainly Terry was maybe an intern at that point. Like
I comfortably added Jonnu Smith after Brock Bowers got hurt.
Yeah,
and
swing your penis around the podcast, Lee. We want to see more.
I'm just saying, you're talking about tight end boy over here. You can pick up his number 2 tight end, and you're gonna get regular fantasy production.
That's pick up any of the tight ends, clearly based on last Thursday. But they all scored. So I'm just saying, I mean, you know.
But I think I'm getting to the point to where I'm off the Coach Raw train, man.
We were kind of off of it when we hired him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think either of us were excited about it, but I think we came to terms with it because we were like, you know what? This dude did deserve another chance. But the issue was that he never deserved another chance with us because he already fucking was here. So that's the issue.
I'm not gonna say that.
Mike Vrabel.
No. Well, hold on.
Mike Vrabel.
Hold on. I'm with you, but I'm not gonna count his first chance with us.
Mike Vrabel.
I'm with you, and I'm gonna get to Mike Vrabel. I'm not gonna. I just can't let you count his first chance with us because he was an interim coach in the middle of the season.
That. He coached like the whole year. He coached 12 games, Lee.
But the season was gone to hell. The season was gone to hell.
Matter. He coached 12 games.
I got you.
Him in the DC, which Brick, you're doing a fabulous job, baby.
Hey, if we judge Brick off of who he was when he was last here,
you're right. But why are we running this back?
Because Ra, again, maybe we should have hired Ra.
Well, you don't get Brick without Ra.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to knock him for his interim time because interim time is totally different. It's not your program. You don't have the training camp. You may not even have the guys, the staff, all of that different stuff, right? But when you have Mike Vrabel and you have Jim, who's coaching Jim Harbaugh, and you have Bill Belichick, and we all talk to these guys, and the team talks to these guys, that's why Ra was a problem. If Ra was in this coaching cycle and Vrabes got the Patriots job last year,
yeah,
and Jim got the Chargers job last year, and Ben Johnson said, "Hey, I want to go to Caleb Williams, not Michael Penix," I'm not mad at us hiring Ra. But because we hired Ra over Mike Vrabel, who's looking like he's about to win the AFC East in season 1, and has Drake May looking pretty good because he brought in, the OC that we wanted here, Josh McDaniels, who seems to be still a good fucking OC. I know we're like yelling, babbling fans who are bothered by our team's lack of success or mediocrity, whatever you want to call it. But some things, and again, we don't know if these guys wanted the job. But when you see the war chest that we have of talent, the way that we've been able to get out of cap hell, it makes it very difficult to be okay with Coach Ra when he's not. Our team's not playing as well as the Chargers. They made the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit. Again, what Vrabel's doing looks like it's going to work. And honestly, if we were mediocre with Bill Belichick, I still wouldn't be mad at the hire. I would just say get his ass out of here. He's lost his fastball and his curveball and his changeup and his split finger.
Is it about being mad about it, or is it about it being the right hire? Like that, the common sense, the due diligence that people go into hiring people. Now, I've hired quite a few people. I am not an expert on hiring, certainly in the NFL. But what I do know is this. When somebody doesn't work out when I've hired them, now these are replaceable jobs. For anyone that doesn't know, I do staffing, temp labor. So these are temporary people, mainly overall. They're not people that work for 2 days. Let's say they're permanent staffing temp jobs. But the point is that when somebody doesn't fucking work out, I do look back at it and I say to myself, did I do enough to vet this candidate? Did I? We bought back people too. So let me put that out there. I bought people back that have worked for us before that I've known. sometimes in different capacities at a different company as opposed to the same company. But if the same company ever wanted somebody back, you do look at it and you say, well, what's the point of bringing them back? Is it to stabilize because they know the system, or like what it is that needs to be done? Rob is an example of a coach that everybody wants to see succeed. We don't want Rod to not succeed, not just because he's a black coach, but like, nigga, we want to win. Like, we want Rod to succeed. We really do. But we question it from the get-go of whether or not he was the right coach for the job. And the fact that Vrabel gets hired this year, does what he's doing. Belichick's doing what he's doing at USC, but we knew that wasn't going to work because Michael Lombardi runs a Saudi football operation, which I guess we'll touch on later. But like,
I doubt it.
We're already going to touch it for 2 seconds.
We're at 30 minutes already.
I know, but like, and there's a lot of NBA and Stephen A. NBA, Stephen A. Notice how those two things, they just go together.
But yeah, all in all, right now the Falcons aren't looking like a playoff team. We look like another.
They're not a playoff team. They're not a playoff team. I'll say it today.
It looks like another 8-9 season, and our mood may be different next week if we beat Miami 42-6.
That's what they should do against that type of team. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, but
like Mike McDaniel his next offensive coordinator position should come in the place where he ends his job. His next job is staring there. Like at halftime, he should be telling Ra, he's like, you gonna bring me on, right? And then Ra's like, come on. He's like, I know this ain't you.
And
that's the halftime handshake, or the end of the game handshake, rather.
Yeah. That's that. And he looks back at Zach and he's like, that ain't me.
Well, he said, look, Zach's getting bailed out because of and then he points to Terry, and then Terry's waving. He's getting bailed out because the man drafted the talent. He can only fuck up with so much with run plays if he's got Bijan Robinson. As long as the O-line blocks, one way or another, that nigga's going to eat. He's going to eat.
Hey, I find it so funny that you bring up blocking in this conversation because there's a team down in Houston who doesn't really believe in blocking. Oh. And their quarterback, who we thought was going to be a top 5 guy, has suffered tremendously. And
it ain't just that, but that is a part of it, no doubt.
But I know you have some thoughts on the Houston Texans. I chose not to watch that second Monday night game. Fuck the second Monday night game. Can we not have that?
Well, in this case, this one was at 10 o'clock, so it was a little bit different. But let me get into this, Lee, because thank you for sharing the floor. I've been talking about it since Monday to you. Now, anyone that knows, my name is Parlay Pete on this show. My name is Pierce, though, overall. A lot of people call me Pie. But this is going to be a non-Parlay Pete, a non-Pierce. You're talking to Mr. Hodges right now, which is my last name. I watched this football game, and I did have money on it. There was something that I did need. I'll tell you what I needed. I needed the Texans to score 20 points. So, yeah, I want to win money. Everybody does. Everybody wants to make money one way or another, whether it's betting, you get a better job, you win the lottery, whatever it is. I don't know anyone that doesn't want to win money. C.J. Stroud don't want to win no money. He don't want to make more money. He hadn't gotten past his rookie contract. He don't want to make more money. The OC, I'd have to look up that sorry fuck's name. That I hate to get into my Stephen A. bag. He's like, did you tell him that, you fat fuck, when he was talking about Whitlock? That's me right now because I got to watch this dumb fucking shit. Now, granted, I am somebody that has JSN. I have the Seahawks defense. I did not start them that week, but I have their defense. So I love to see it, right? Because I benefited from it from another source of income, but it's fuck the income because it's not about income in our league. It's more about bragging. You win money, Yes, and the money's great, but like, it really isn't about that.
I mean, Josh Holsey, one of the cheapest guys I know, went and bought a bunch of high dollar cigars and
send it to us. And
and some really nice whiskey and sent it to us. Not only did he send it to us, he waited till I came over and just was like, "Hey man, you want to smoke a cigar tonight?" And me not thinking about
you paid for it.
But not even thinking about the fantasy shit, right? Just like I'm at Josh's house, we're gonna go out on the deck and smoke a cigar. He goes, "Shit, nigga, you paid for it." Fuck you, man.
Well, that's the mind game that a Josh Holsey will play with everybody. But
I got some good pictures of Josh Holsey from this weekend, by the way, too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good. But all in all, I'm going to break this down just really quickly. Again, I did bet on the game. It did cost me $50 to $4,100. But this is what I will say, because this is not the Four Falls of Baked Pie Parlay Pete's Chronicles. What this is a football breakdown. I'm Tim Legler. This is ESPN, and we're talking about the game. So anyone that's watching that watches football and anyone that watched the game live, they probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to break this down very quickly because I know that we're limited on time. The Texans were down 15 points to start the fourth quarter. They had the ball at the middle of the field. CJ Stroud was pretty disinterested. So was his OC. He's probably thinking about fucking his wife because his wife's probably getting fucked by some other nigga. And he has to think about that on the sideline because he can't draw up anything. So I understand.
Hey, at least he's on the sideline and not in the box.
I think he's on the sideline. I didn't see him. They didn't show the OC. They kept showing who's the head coach of the Texans?
DeMeco
Ryans. Yeah.
Well, he's a pretty bald, muscle nigga. Like, yeah, I'll put his black ass on there too.
Yeah, and he looks like Charlie Strong at fucking Florida. When games like this are going on, that's who he looks like. In a sense of, how Charlie Strong used to look when Florida's like losing the game by double digits and they can't move the ball. That's what it looked like with him. Because he's not calling the offense.
You mean Charlie Strong at Texas? You mean Charlie Strong at Texas?
Texas or Florida. It doesn't really matter.
Well, he was the DC at Florida.
Louisville. In a big game.
No Teddy. Got you.
Well, this was a big game because it was Monday night. And so, nonetheless, point being, they keep showing DeMeco Ryans, and he's acting like he wants to take over the offensive headset. And I'm like, man, I hope he just takes over the fucking offensive hiring. Because clearly he doesn't have control over that. Because I'm like, there's no way you guys thought this guy was better than Bobby Sloyd. And so I'm gonna, because I could literally sit here and at least go 5 more minutes. I'm gonna break it down to 2. Texans have the ball. It is first and goal on the 3 with about 6 minutes, 6:30 left. They're down 15. They run the ball. They get to the inch-yard line. Great. Run it at least one more time. If you don't want to do it on second down, okay, cool. Do it on third. Run the ball. They throw out 2 straight times. One of them was a under center 5-step, 6, 7-step drop back. They throw the ball. You don't get it. And then the next play was one of my favorites, but I wouldn't have ran it after you ran what you just ran. They did the bootleg. He almost throws an interception. So now it's 4th and goal on the inch-yard line. And
just run a quarterback sneak.
Well, why did you run that on second down? I don't understand. What the fuck's the issue? Everybody is talking about the tush push. Everybody else is running it. I saw Joe Flacco's old ass run it last Thursday night. What are we talking about? CJ Stroud should be mobile. Why aren't we running a tush push? You picked up 3 yards. What are we doing? What are we doing, Lee? That's bad coaching. So they get stopped. Actually, this is what happens, guys. They do run the ball on 4th and inches. They don't get it, but good thing, false start. It's a dead ball penalty. 5 yards. They're going to go for it. They're still down 15. Go for it. Don't get it. Incomplete pass, almost picked off. They're deep in their own territory. The defense is holding their own. They turned the ball over twice in the fourth quarter. They had about 5 or 6 fucking possessions. They got the ball. They almost got a safety.
Okay.
They almost got a safety on third down. Because they didn't get, their goal line. There's a goal line stance. So they punt it. They get it. Then I get to see some more atrocious football. They somehow move the ball. They get down. They score on a 3rd and goal. Okay, great. All I need is 2 more points. They're going to go for 2 because they're down 15, right? And it's 2:04. Wrong. We're going to kick the ball. You kick the ball. You kick the ball because let's hold out the suspense that the game's over, even though we might not ever even get it fucking back. let's kick out the fucking suspense of the game. No, let's keep the suspense of the game. Because we know if we get it back, we still have to go for 2. I need 20 points. So from a betting standpoint, that's what happens. But then from there, it's 2:04 left. So everybody knows the NFL. If you kick the ball off, there's a landing zone now. So for County Fairburn, kick it out of bounds. They get the ball at the 40. Or let's just do an onside kick, because even with those 4 seconds, the Texans only have 1 timeout. You can kick it out of bounds, and you basically have 2 timeouts. Or onside kick it, maybe you get it. And if not, you still have 2 timeouts. I doubt that they run 4 seconds of clock on a onside kick.
Right.
Or kick it out of the end zone. The only thing you can't do is let them catch it and return it, because they can burn 4 seconds and then you don't get a 2-minute warning. Guess what they do?
Kicked it short of the end zone.
Oh, they kicked it a bit. It wasn't even deep in the end zone. Lee, they kicked it at about the fucking hash mark. The orange cone. He returns it. He gets 6 seconds of run time. So now it's 1 timeout. So now, best case scenario, you get the ball back maybe with about 20 seconds. It's about where you're at.
They don't get it back, do they?
Hold on. 3rd and goal. I'm sorry, not 3rd and goal. 3rd down and like 8. They run the ball as they should, because they're running clock, because they're out of timeouts. They do that. They don't get it. They're not close. And then Fat Boy hops on top of the game. He Fat Alberts his way through the situation. And then the refs pull out the fucking laundry and say, hey, to Fat Alberts, fat ass. And then the game ends that way. And they didn't go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. So as a bettor, that's what I'm upset about, that aspect of it. All the other stuff, I can't be upset about.
It's just bad football. But
yeah,
hey,
terrible football. But
hey,
that is my soapbox on the Houston Texans. Fuck you, CJ Stroud. You suck. The entire team. You guys are getting faded all week. I can't wait to bet more against you.
Okay, Legs. Can I do like my Stephen A. impersonation?
Please do.
Now, Parlay Pete, I think it's a problem here, man. Now, let's just think about this. DeMeco Ryans, amazing football player at Alabama, great NFL football player, cut his teeth as the defensive coordinator, did great stuff at the 49ers when Robert Saleh, who went on to take the New York Jets job, left there. And then, he got that Houston job, and CJ Stroud coming out of Ohio State. We know what this brother is capable of. You've got to look at the offensive line, Parlay Pete. You just can't blame it on the coaches. The players have got to play, Parlay Pete.
Okay, Stephen A., tell me more.
I can't because I didn't watch the game, and and I don't have a producer in my ear feeding me bullshit.
Yeah, because that's what Steve does. It is what Steve does.
Yeah. My last NFL note, So Sunday afternoon, had the pleasure of watching football with Parlay Pete, Josh Holsey, and Justice, and we got the full Josh Holsey football experience. We get the Eagles game in the 1 o'clock block, and then we get Red Zone for the rest of the day. I fucking hate watching Red Zone. It is one of the worst football experiences ever. The bouncing around from game to game drives me crazy. I can do a multi-view because I'm only watching one screen at a time. I'm just picking and choosing my screen.
Right.
But when you pick and choose the screen I watch and I don't know what's coming up and I can't watch drives, oh, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely disgusting. I understand why some people watch Red Zone, but just know that because I watched Red Zone on Josh Holsey's account. That's that.
So you have his YouTube?
No, I'm saying I was sitting there with y'all watching the shit on Red Zone. That's gonna be way more.
He left it logged in, so now I got it.
Nah, it's eventually gonna fuck you up when the location changes. His location when he starts using it.
When he's on the ship.
I don't know, but YouTube TV gets weird about your location. But yeah, more Josh Holsey jokes coming. Mm-hmm. Way more Josh Holsey jokes coming because this guy doesn't know ball. He doesn't watch it. He watches the Eagles and highlights.
Josh is getting really so picture this for everybody. Josh Holsey, very
hungover,
but successful Navy pilot.
Yeah, great guy.
I would say that he is admirable at what he does.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a Smith jersey. Devontae Smith, former Heisman.
Wide receiver 2 jersey? What are we doing, man?
I asked him that when he came downstairs that one, because you were still up before we were down first, and I was like, really? I was like, where's the Deuce Staley jersey, ass wipe? And he said I had to get one. And he's wearing that jersey. I'm like, well, did you now guys, he's got him and AJ Brown on his fantasy team, and Jalen Hurts is his quarterback. I'm like, well, did you start him? This is before the game starts. I'm like, did you start him? And he's like, no. And I'm like, so you're wearing his jersey and you start. We pick up a pizza or something. You guys need your electrolytes. Stop at the gas station. You can tell this part of the story, but I know that he had a trouble getting out of the fucking gas station, which was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. So we're on the west side of Atlanta, and I think that's very important for people to know. So, like, we're in Atlanta, not the part of Atlanta that tourists go to, okay? We just got a local Atlanta gas station. And he got that Eagles jersey on, and what'd he say? Them dirty birds, boy. Something like if y'all understand Josh Holsey is not into much niggerish stuff. He's not into Atlanta culture at all. Like true Atlantan culture. It just does not sit well with Josh Holsey.
Right.
And for a random man to talk shit to Josh Holsey, he's not a happy camper because Josh Holsey doesn't want to talk to anybody that he doesn't know. I was going to say unless she's a woman, but now he's happily married and he's not living that way anymore. So, yeah, if Josh Holsey doesn't know you, why are you talking to Josh Holsey in the gas station? He's just trying to get his fucking water and Gatorade so he can go back to Pierce's house and crack some beers and watch the Eagles football.
Right.
So it was fun all in all, but man, what are we really here for today, man? This football stuff is cool, but what are we really here for today?
A lot of this basketball drama that's going on. But before we move on from the football, just real quick, and we can do this in a minute or two, because hell, we're damn near about to do a whole hour of football.
I'm telling you.
What about that comeback by the goddamn Broncos? I mean, that has to be talked about.
I don't care. I don't really care about it, honestly.
I didn't realize it. We were sitting there watching it. Do you realize that it was 19-0 heading into the fourth quarter and the final score of the game was 33-31?
Yeah, I mean the under was
33-32.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
under
the
was
under looked great.
It looked great going into the fourth quarter. I mean, I think some bettors probably turned that game off.
If you took Giants money line, you're like, well, it would take a lot for them to lose this game. They lost that game.
They did, but you know, Denver's a better coach team. Denver has a more experienced quarterback. Denver's a better team, and sometimes games get weird early, and then they settle themselves out late. So yeah, it was a crazy comeback, but ultimately the better team won. And I you know, and trust and believe, I wanted Denver to lose badly.
Right.
Like I hate, sports hate Denver. As long as Sean Payton's
do
there.
you really sports hate Denver or do you hate Sean Payton?
Anything that Sean Payton touches. So while he's touching it, I hate it. Sports hate it. Sean's probably a great guy. He tormented me far too long throughout my life, so fuck him.
Well, as that should be.
But I mean, it was the Jackson Dart. Was it the pick six?
The Dart pick six?
Yeah. Was it a pick six or just a pick? I don't remember.
It was just a pick, but
it was just a pick. But that killed it.
Yeah. Check your private chat real quick. I've got to step away just for a second. I will be back, guys. Lee will be carrying the show for a second. I just have to step away just for a moment.
All right, no problem.
Hold on.
So while Parlay Pete is gone, I'm over here checking the private chat on the iPad real quick. And I'm gonna check the private chat. I'm gonna get his mug off of here. And we'll go from there. Let's see. See, remove from stage, private chat. Oh man, that's not cool. I can't see it. Sorry, guys. Gotta get up, walk to the computer. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? And why is my microphone not following? Not my microphone, my camera. We got. All right. So let's just get to it.
Welcome to NBA Showtime.
All right, we're gonna turn that down because I'm probably gonna get flagged. But hey, we got NBA back. We got NBA on NBC back. We've got Ernie, Shaq, Chuck, Kenny on ESPN now. And tomorrow we get to see the Amazon crew. But it's just so amazing to have basketball back. So I'm not a big baseball guy personally. So this time, before basketball season ends or starts, I don't have anything to watch on TV on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But the NBA is back. I've got something to watch. And back when I, was living in a family dynamic, we watch shows, movies, and stuff like that. But I don't really watch that stuff alone. So here we are. Hoops are back. We had the defending champions opening up the season on NBC. We had Shea getting his ring. We got KD first game in OKC back, and it was beautiful. It was just so beautiful. We had a double overtime thriller. Shea Gilgeous ends up getting fouled by KD to make the game win, the 2-game winning free throws and double overtime. Great game. But one big takeaway I have from that game is point guards matter. I know we're in this world of playing positionless basketball, but point guards matter. I watched Dallas and Cooper Flagg try to play point guard. I didn't like it. Point guards matter. The Rockets, Thompson twin trying to play point guard. Didn't really like it. Point guards matter. Teams need guys who can initiate offense, keep everybody involved, keep everybody engaged in order to win the game. And down the stretch, we saw, man, Kevin Durant running to the corner, barely shot the ball in the second half. See, no, a good point guard is going to say, hey, no. Hey, KD, boom, boom. We're going to run your play. Why? Because he's Kevin fucking Durant. He needs the basketball. Cooper Flag, a little bit differently, right? Because I'm not talking about Thompson's game, but then Cooper Flag playing point guard. He's not even the best version of himself because he's, ball come off the rim. He getting it. He pushing it up instead of somebody else pushing it up to him, slashing, cutting, dunking. Him trailing. Ooh, aye. So point guards matter. And now 2-3 years from now, the Thompson twin, Cooper Flag, they may turn into great point guards. And this may be the future of the NBA of, hey, nah, bro, we're going to have these 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" point guards. And they're going to start playing point guard younger. And I think that's important to get that feel for the game because some guys can play basketball. You just put them around anybody, they get out there and play whatever the team needs. But a lot of people, they've played one way most of their lives and can't necessarily adjust on the fly. And it's not to knock them. It's just to say that if you're used to getting the ball and going and scoring because you're not a primary ball handler, now you're a primary ball handler, and you just don't have the same feel for the game. You're not looking for the same things. And I think it takes time to get comfortable with that in your development. But also just having NBA on NBC back, it was so nostalgic. We had the nice intro. We hear it again. It's on Peacock. We got Mike Tirico. We've got Maria Taylor. We've got Carmelo Anthony. We got Vince Carter. We got Tracy McGrady. It was beautiful. And it's also beautiful to see the era of players that I grew up watching now in the media. Now, I understand Melo going to stay Melo. But, hey, Melo, man, we got to – come on, man, put on a suit, dog. Please, Melo. You're a 100 millionaire multiple times over. Dog, just put on a suit. Look like something. Then we got Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford on the game. It was beautiful. It was honestly beautiful. And, dog, I'm just so happy to have basketball back. And day one. Ooh. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. I got to sneeze. In the second game, we had the LeBron-less Lakers. Luka went off for 40. Well, I think like 40, 12, and 9, 43, 12, and 9. He looked absolutely amazing. DeAndre Ayton wasn't dominating nothing. We're going to need some more from you. We probably need to take those braids out and get you back to that natural hair color. I think that LA, you're getting to LA. You guys know how sometimes you'll move somewhere and you try to adopt the culture of where you moved. I remember when I first got to Morehouse and I had my own style and all of that stuff. But then you see all of these different people, different ages from different places in the country and the world. And you start seeing some stuff and you go, dang, bro, that shit I was doing what ain't as fly. I need to, up my game up. So, bro, I tried like some different kind of shoes. I tried the little cardigan vibe. I tried the big wood necklaces, all this different stuff, and finally came back to my same old country style. We just tighten the clothes up a little bit. We don't wear all that. We wasn't wearing all that baggy stuff. I know y'all wearing it again now. I wear some baggy stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. I just don't understand why y'all be wearing hoodies and like shorts and Timbs. It confuses the hell out of me, but neither here nor there. But yeah, when you're trying to find your different styles, right? You got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's DeAndre Ayton. He done got to LA. He's a Laker. He trying to take in all that LA has to offer. And this nigga come out here with brown braids. Who told that man to get brown braids? Now, maybe he was on some fashionista fly shit in Phoenix and Portland, but we wasn't paying attention to him. Hey, back to black. Fade to black, boy. But on a serious note, man, yeah, the Lakers are missing LeBron. There's not much else that I can say about the Lakers as a basketball team right now, because when you have $50 million of salary cap missing, it's not your team. It's not who the team is. You know, that's a lot of cap. That's a top 10 MVP finisher, second team All NBA player, 25 point per game player. You take that away, there goes your game. But all in all, I think the Lakers will be fine. Then we get Shaq, Chuck, Ernie, Kenny on ESPN on yesterday night. Shoot again today. That was beautiful, man. I was just so excited to see those guys back, you know, talking junk. Chuck over there on the Zimpies, you know what I mean? The GLP-1s, that's a joke. I'm not serious, but Chuck has lost a lot of weight. Suit's looking a little big, but he was looking good. I was just happy to have those guys back together, man. And extremely happy that Steve didn't make a guest appearance on Inside the NBA. We know it's coming. I say it comes before the All-Star game. When Parlay Pete gets back, we'll see how he feels about it. I say it comes before the All-Star game, but at some point, Stephen A is going to insert himself into Inside the NBA. He's going to. He can't help himself. It's on his network. And you're crazy as hell if you think Shaq, Kenny, Ernie, Chuck gonna come to his network and not have him now. Stephen A we talking about, man. But let's about them on to the game. We had the Cavs play against the Knicks. Donovan Mitchell is who they said he is. But the Cavs, I mean, what can we say about the Cavs? Darius Garland's not there. Lonzo couldn't hit the brown side of a barn or the broad side of a barn, whatever that means. Couldn't throw it in the ocean. But without an all-star point guard there, it's not much we can say about it. But Cat was in mid-season form yesterday. So I already went through the games, the first day games and what NBA on NBC meant to me, but I didn't talk about MJ's conversation because I knew you'd want to talk about that bullshit. But let me just recap this game real quick and we'll get there.
Go for it.
Cat was in mid-season form, fouling like hell early on. Love to see it. But the thing I liked most about what the Knicks were doing, they played good basketball. They passed, they cut, they screamed, they moved. They had multiple high scores. They were taking mid-range shots. They were taking threes. They were taking shots at the rim. They were like using the entire basketball court to get shots instead of just the corners and the rim.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard me, but I don't have much to say about Cleveland because they don't have Darius Garland. Just like with the Lakers, they didn't have LeBron James. When you
was that really a 64-win team? Because that's what they were last year. Was that really a 64-win team?
They won 64 games.
Well,
they battled with the best team in the East, missing $50 million of salary cap.
Right. They lost in the second round.
With no Darius Garland, bro. He's an all-star.
He didn't fucking play. He played in the second round.
No, he's not the whole second round.
He did not miss enough games for them to lose that series. How about that? Against the Pacers.
He's still not back. Obviously, he was fucked up.
I don't care. Then Donovan Mitchell needs to drop on people's rankings.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Well, Lee, what is your definition of a superstar?
I don't consider Donovan Mitchell a superstar. I don't think anybody considers him
the media does. Yeah, they do. They put him on that he's great value superstar.
Well, yeah, that's what he is.
Number one seed, 64 wins, best player. That normally makes you a superstar to a degree. If you win 60 games, you're the number one seed.
No.
You're the best player on the team.
Don't make you a
The Hawks
superstar.
won 60 games, right? We couldn't even name who the best player on that 61 Hawks team was. I guess it would be probably Paul Millsap, low key. But
They ran their offense through Kyle Korver.
But Paul Millsap was low key the best player on that team, right? Like he was the one that made.
Sure.
I mean, it's not Al Horford. Fuck Al Horford, by the way.
All I'm saying is when you take out an all-star from any NBA team, that's not who they are. And sure, we can say we don't trust the Cavaliers because they haven't done it without LeBron. Sure, absolutely. I don't trust them. I'm not putting them in the Eastern Conference Finals because again, they haven't done it in my lifetime without LeBron James. But I'm not gonna.
That's a nice jersey you got on there, by the way, Lee.
Huh?
That's a nice jersey you got on there, by the way, Lee.
Oh, thanks. I thought it would be fitting for today's episode. You know, I don't have a Damon Jones jersey, but I know he played for the Cavs.
Yeah, but we knew you had a LeBron one.
I mean, why wouldn't I? I only have 2 LeBron jerseys. I only bought one.
Throughout your entire life?
Yeah.
You only had 2 your entire life?
Yeah.
You didn't wear one in, I guess technically you would have been able to wear one in elementary school too.
Yes.
His rookie year. If he was the chosen one.
No. I was already in middle
You were
school.
5th grade. No, you were 5th grade. 03? 5th grade.
Yeah, but he graduated in 03. So his 5th grade.
His 5th grade high school graduation was your 5th grade. His high school graduation was your 5th grade graduation. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
But no, I just didn't have a LeBron jersey. I was more of a football jersey guy. I had a nice Jordan jersey back then. I think I still have it.
Wizards?
No, rookie Bulls. A throwback. Nice little cursive Chicago.
Nah, the 80s. The 80s.
80s, yeah.
Rookie Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the influence.
Now I mean, look,
20 years later.
I got the black Bulls jersey from the 90s that I got after kindergarten.
You ever have a 45?
No, I didn't have a 45. Bro, Sharon wasn't going crazy buying jerseys for me, dog. She like
that. Let me tell you something.
Jersey is like 3 shirts.
I guess it depends on where you guys are going. But obviously, you know, we talked about this. You guys,
Value City. Yeah.
It's right down the street from the gym. And my mom, look, we hit licks. My mom used to hit licks at that place. If there was a jersey we didn't have and we wanted it and it wasn't our size, because the other great part about me and Justice is that obviously, even when you guys look at us as adults, we're kind of the same size for the most part. So imagine as kids, we could kind of. I mean, he was smaller, but we were still about the same size. So
about when you got about 12, though, it kind of started to level out. I'd imagine.
Yeah, like 12 and 10.
And then you hit your growth spurt.
That was the peak in the end of the jersey, like wearing throwbacks. Niggas still wore jerseys, but it wasn't as popular. Like once I got to high school, it wasn't as popular, obviously.
Oh, I'm about to say my freshman year was 06.
That's what I'm saying. You could still wear them, but I'm just saying.
Jerseys were still
like by like 2010. 09, that's when it faded. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't as acceptable.
No, we had went to Black Boy, White Boy by then. But NBA on NBC.
Another thing that you can get at Value City. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
NBA on NBC. How did it feel for you? How did you feel about Mike Tirico's sit down with Michael Jordan, the $50 million commentary that we got a sneak peek of?
I think that they played them. I mean, Jordan played NBC. Or maybe NBC played us, the consumer.
Played y'all. They didn't play me.
What did you expect? So, like,
that's some bullshit.
I don't know if I thought it would be pre-recorded. I'm not surprised it was. I was hoping maybe he would be live.
I thought he would be live.
Like how we're doing the show. They're in studio and then he's kind of talking to them. I thought it would be like that once a week. Or even once a month, like something like that. I didn't expect it to be, oh, Mike Tirico sat down and did a 3-hour interview with them, and we're going to break this thing up into intervals and sell it to you guys. But we're going to pay him an ass ton of money to do it because it's Michael Jordan. Because, for instance, I know that you kind of put this out there, the gambling stuff, and Michael Jordan, of course, with gambling, we all know him very well for that. The idea would have been, oh, next show he can talk about this as long as he wants to. Because they can't make him do something he doesn't want to do.
Well, he wouldn't talk about this. Michael Jordan's not going to talk about anything important. He's only going to talk about basketball.
Why do you think that?
There's a few reasons. I think as confident and as cocky as he is, I think he's also humble when it comes to paying respect to
the game. He does love. You can tell Michael Jordan. He doesn't want the integrity of basketball to go away.
Exactly. So I didn't expect him to talk about players because he's not going to be honest. And he doesn't want to, if Michael Jordan come out here and say, yeah, I know y'all got Shea as the MVP and all of that stuff, but he ain't what y'all think he is. He's benefiting from a very, very, very tight whistle, but his actual ability to score isn't X, Y, or Z. And I'm not saying that any of this is true, not my analysis. But if MJ
says making up a scenario.
Yeah. But if MJ says that, what does that story turn into? And how do we now discuss Shea?
Well, and then does Shea say something to Michael Jordan? Does he come out and say something and basically like, fuck that old nigga? He wouldn't say it that way, but I'm saying, what if he basically says that?
Or do like niggas have done to Chuck, right? When Chuck says stuff that whatever, but Chuck didn't win a ring and Chuck only won one MVP. So it's easy for other players to be like, dog, I'm better than you, bro. Chill. But when MJ
what are you talking about?
Huh?
No, basically them saying, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Chuck, nigga, you don't. But like MJ, if MJ says it, it becomes law. And I don't think MJ would do that to the players, but also not put himself in that position because he still has to see these guys and he still has to see the OGs. Like you think Kareem, if Jordan said some wild shit, you don't think Kareem would check him or Big O would check him or Dr. J would check him? Because he respects these guys, you know what I mean? Like it's men. So I don't think that MJ would put himself out there like that. And also with him still being in the shoe game and mentoring players who are on Jordan Brand and around the league, he might tell you honestly how he feels about your game in private, but he can't be himself, man. And then, niggas gonna ask him stupid ass questions like, hey, Mike, what would you do in this era?
Well, but they did ask him. He did kind of ask him that. And I was hoping maybe you had the excerpt to pull up.
Should have sent it to him.
I have to find it. I don't know if it's on Instagram. I know we could probably find it on YouTube, but so they did ask him that though. He said that he wished he could take a pill.
Yeah,
he could play again. But he explained why. His why was why I texted you immediately, and I was like, "Oh, he took a shot at LeBron," because it wasn't a shot at LeBron because it was a shot at the NBA today.
No, it was a shot.
LeBron is captain. He's captain, nigga. He's Captain Planet.
No, it was.
He is Captain Planet.
It was a shot at LeBron because he didn't get to play LeBron as a pro. He only got to play LeBron when LeBron was a high schooler. Whereas he got
but that shit's not on film. Like he played Kobe.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Kobe.
If you let me finish my point before you
that's
just
the only. But
hold on. Let me finish my point.
Go.
You're about to jump in the fucking grave, man. Jesus.
Go.
But he got to play against Kobe. He got to match up with him. He got to see his movements. He got to respond to his movements. He's like, oh no, I got this. I got that. Oh boy. He lucky. This ain't 5 years ago when I didn't have to get my knees drained every night. You know what I'm saying? Like he can match himself up to Kobe because he actually played against him and everybody got to see it. Where he played against LeBron in a pickup game that a few people talk about. Some people say LeBron got hold and other people say LeBron was out there killing. So we don't know the story.
Right.
And I think he would want that specifically for LeBron.
Right.
Because LeBron doesn't kiss the ring the way that the other players who look up to MJ or Kobe or even LeBron do to MJ. You know what I'm saying? Like the LeBron fans still kiss the MJ ring in the league.
Yeah.
Because they can't do nothing about it. But LeBron doesn't kiss the MJ ring. And I think that like MJ would want to.
But why does he not kiss it?
Because he feels like he's better than him.
Is he fucking really better than him?
From the way this isn't my LeBron fandom because Michael had more success. Michael averaged more points. He was better at scoring the basketball than LeBron James. But I don't.
He accomplished more in a shorter amount of time too.
Yeah, but
which is why I tell you, I admit this as a Kobe fan. Real quick, I admit this as a Kobe fan to you because I've said it. I did it on. You guys did a top 5 thing on the Billy Vets.
Yeah.
So I admit it that on paper, LeBron is better than Kobe because he is than him. The one less championship doesn't make as much of a difference on paper by what we have. But even with Jordan to LeBron at that point is just, well, he played longer. Anything aside from he played longer does not make him better than Michael Jordan. It just doesn't. His influence on the game, Jordan has that.
I'm talking about basketball, a player, LeBron.
But we didn't get to see Jordan in his prime
but hold on.
Adults.
But
or
LeBron,
even as kids, really.
But LeBron's style of basketball, just his style. I'm not going to say his skill. I'm going to say the style that he plays and what he displayed on the court. There's nothing that MJ did that LeBron can't do. There's nothing that there's no part of MJ's game. Unless you're going to say the killer instinct. And I'll tell
which is something LeBron doesn't have. And he's never had that.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's not
true.
true.
It's true. It's true to the regard of a Jordan or a Kobe. He doesn't have that cerebral assassin in him, bro. Like he just doesn't. It doesn't mean that he can't take over a game, but he doesn't have that. He's not a dog like that.
No, that's not true. He does it differently.
He's not the same dog.
That's not true. He does it differently. It's just a difference in
style.
How's
his different? Give me an example of his different.
If LeBron James isn't making shots, he will make plays.
He'll assist the shit out of the ball.
He will make plays to get his team points. If MJ and Kobe aren't making shots, they will.
To Kyrie Irving, to Kevin Love, to Chris Bosh, to Dwayne Wade, or to Damon Stoudemire, Ira Newell. Like who are we talking about? Who does he elevate in those moments?
LeBron's elevated damn near everybody. See how many niggas he done got paid? What are we doing?
He's got niggas on his team that do shit better than him. Jordan never had a nigga on his team aside from Scottie Pippen that played better defense. And even Jordan's won a DPOY. So I don't even know if it's fair for me to say it from that perspective. LeBron has teammates that do things better than him. That's why Jordan can't relegate fucking scoring the load to anyone else. He couldn't do it. Same thing with Kobe. Kobe
But hold on. Before you say he didn't have the teammates, you got to talk about roster.
To relegate that task to where he could do that.
I got you, but hold on. You have to talk about roster construction, and we're cutting this off. I'm not doing a fucking.
I know. We got 30 minutes.
I'm not fuck this. But stylistically, it's different. Teams are constructed differently. The game was played differently. There's so many differences into how they played and why they played the way that they play. That it truly becomes a preference thing because yes, LeBron James scored all these fucking points and had a longer career, but the nigga has 27 on the career. So
because he did do it every year. I mean, his first year he was what 20.
He was 20. He was 20 his rookie years, and he was
20, it was 20 6 and 6 or something. 27.
Yeah, then it was 23, 24, 25.
Then it was 28.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it was 31.
Yeah, and then it's been around 28. So this
is what. But let me tell you, you want to know what? Seriously, Lee, you want to know what helps the LeBron argument more than anything over Jordan is that he did play with prime Kobe. In a weird way, it helps LeBron's legacy because we got to see him play against Kobe Bryant, who, if he's the closest player to Michael Jordan from a stylistic standpoint, even low-key accomplishments, obviously not as many MVPs, but like just what he accomplished. Now, yeah, he played with Shaq, but like he got to play with Jordan 2.0.
Yeah,
right?
LeBron played against prime Kobe and had a better career from the time that he entered the league until the time that Kobe left the league than Kobe.
I'm not believing that, and we're not going to get into this, but because this will take up our whole show. But what I will say, and then you can have last word, and then let's move on.
No, I don't have that was my last word.
Okay. Well, what I will say is this. I don't agree with that, first of all. But secondly,
it's actually true.
That's why Kobe won more rings while they were both in the league together. I mean,
he did.
How did he not? He
only won 2. He only won
no,
2.
Hold on. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. They won the same amount. It's 2. It's 2 each.
No, Kobe was in the league in 2016. That was 7-3-9. That was his last year. He got his third one Kobe's last year.
We're not. Are we really going to count these bullshit Laker teams at the end for Kobe? Are we going to drag that nigga's name through it like that?
I mean, we drag LeBron's name when the Lakers get put out in the second round at 40.
I don't think that's fair to Kobe.
I don't think it's fair to LeBron.
But if we compare age by age, Kobe did more. All right, end of my story. Nonetheless, let's move on.
Hey, hold on real quick. Like, this isn't about the debate. We just did some of the most ESPN ass shit ever. We framed the information just to support our argument while using the same, like, but hold on, like the listeners deserve to hear this, right? Because part of that is entertainment, but we're using the same information and just moving it around to fit our argument.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
it's our narrative.
So at the end of the day, this is very subjective. And when you listen to other people like use stats, whether it's sports, you're reading politics, I don't give a fuck where it is. Understand that people are manipulating data.
Yeah.
To make
whatever fits your there, whatever it is, whatever you want to put out, it fits you.
Exactly. So moving on. I mean, the Clippers got dog walked by the Jazz, and I think that matters. And I know we got way more important stuff to talk about. But that matters.
Yeah.
Ja Morant having 35 matters. Ant-Man having 41.
Well, scoring 30 or 29 in the second. I know it wasn't just double OT. He scored 29 in the second half.
You're talking about Shea. I didn't say anything about Shea.
I thought you did say Shea having 35.
No, I said Ja. See,
I didn't really see the stuff from yesterday, honestly. Yeah, like from a statistics standpoint, unless they were fantasy team.
Ja had 35. Zion had like 29. John and 1. VJ Edgecombe had the biggest, the highest points in a rookie debut in the modern era.
How many did he have?
34.
Did he really? They came out. I know they won.
Yeah, no, Edgecombe had 34, Maxey had 40. Them niggas were just out there taking turns. And Joel Embiid can't jump.
Pin the tail on the donkey, huh?
Yeah, Joel Embiid, he can't jump.
So he's cooked. The MVP that we knew is done.
Yeah, Charlotte played Brooklyn.
Bullo led he was second in scoring. He led it.
Oh, yeah. He was killing.
He only played 17 minutes.
Can we get this guy 20?
I know. Put him on the Hawks because they look like they had problems scoring.
Oh yeah, the Hawks got their ass kicked, but
lost by 20.
Yeah, was terrible.
Nickel. Yeah.
He led the team in shots.
Played terrible. He was like 2 of like 15 or something.
Yeah, he led the team in shots off the bench. Trey didn't have a great game, and Toronto. I told you, Toronto.
JJ played really well.
Yeah, Toronto's going to be good.
They got a lot of talent. They don't have a bench, but their starting five is pretty good.
Yeah, they're going to be good. So Ant-Man had 41, and Wemby. I guess we got to talk about Wemby.
You want to kiss the ring real quick?
I'm not kissing the ring, man.
That's what it is.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna talk about the offseason shit that he did. Here's the biggest improvement that I saw in Wemby's game. He's stronger. He's 21 now. He's in year
Looks
3.
more athletic.
He's been
He's
lifted.
got more moves. I mean, he worked with
Yeah, but he already
visited Monk Temples.
He already had a skill bag, so you expect that stuff to develop. But the biggest flaw in his game was he was just too weak. He could get pushed around.
Okay.
He ain't getting pushed around no more. Is he stronger than AD? No. But can AD just move him off of his spot like he used to? No. And I step back 3?
No.
Who you can't guard that.
You can't. And I think that this is what I
play
will
with a lot of goaltending too, though.
Lee, this is what I will say. I think that we'll get to see more of Wemby, and we'll judge him based on what we see. We need more. We need more than just that one game.
Can I
see it for 60 before he's a top 5 player?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Is that fair? Fuck winning a ring. Fuck all that. Fuck the accolade. Can he play 60? Can we see that first? Because he hadn't done it yet. So can we see that? Look. Can he be eligible for an award?
Ooh, Chargers got the throwbacks on. I'm with you.
Don't you love those?
You. Huh?
They're wearing the dark blue, correct?
Yeah.
The LTs.
Yeah.
All right, good. But they got numbers on it, so it's a little different. But
true. But I don't like the numbers. But I'm not overreacting to Wemby.
Okay.
I thought he had a great game. He looked like he's improving. He's looking like he's going to be a top end player in the league. It looks great. I don't know if it means winning. But Dylan Harper played well. He had 15 points. Edgecombe again had 34. Jeremiah Fears in New Orleans had 17. What other rookies? Ace Bailey only had like 2, I believe.
Queer.
But and
shout out to my Atlanta Young Bulls.
I was saying earlier. Huh?
Said shout out to my Atlanta Young Bulls. It's a joke. He's not my young bull. Young Bull is my young bull.
Yeah, and he's not really from Atlanta. He's from Jersey. He came down here on some basketball shit.
Well, not Colin.
I know. Yeah, I'm talking about
Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Colin.
Which is why
Colin.
That and that paycheck.
Yeah. Cooper Flag.
Touchdown Chargers, by the way.
Yeah, I got it on.
Who punched
Cooper Flag?
It in?
Huh?
Who punched it in?
86.
Did Herbert throw it?
I just think 86 got it. I didn't see. He's a tight end, so I assume he threw it.
I think it's Dotson. That's the guy that everybody was picking up this week.
Got you.
As long as Herbert threw it, though, right?
I didn't see the play, and they haven't showed a replay. I'm waiting on it, but I assume that he did.
Well, it was a tight end, yeah. It almost has to be. Okay.
Cooper Flag's not a point guard, man. Not today. I am not saying he won't be a point guard, but him, Amen Thompson playing point guard, I just don't think they have the point guard feel for the game. And you know what I mean? Niggas can be good passers. Niggas can have good handles, but that doesn't necessarily mean you are a point guard. I mean, hell, Şengün was playing point guard for Houston.
Man, can we talk about him real quick? I know they lost, but this gets back to the baby Jokic type comparison.
Let's stop
man,
that.
Is that not what No, he doesn't play the same as Jokic. Like, it's not fair to even compare him to that nigga. But like,
it's disrespectful.
Can we like admit though, like that nigga's fine? Like, can we admit the nigga's fine?
I was listening.
Can we admit it? Can we admit that nigga is a top 20 player, low key?
I was
not
listening
just to the one game, but like with more talent around. It's like, oh my god, this nigga's amazing.
But it's not one game. He was an all-star last year, and he was killing shit in Euro. And he killed shit in Eurobasket this summer.
He's fired.
They were talking about him on Teague's show, or excuse me, 5:20 in the morning. That's disrespectful to the show. And he said if Jokic is an A+, then Şengün's an A-.
And
I said, you know what? I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. And then B can't jump.
I don't think A+, A-. I would say more A+, B+, because they're on a two different level. I don't give a fuck what anyone wants to say. Jokic, again, I told you this maybe a year or two ago. I think Jokic is going to go down as the greatest center ever. Like everybody can say what they want to say about Shaq. I think he's better than Shaq already. I think if he stopped playing today, he's a better player than Shaq.
And I
saw Shaq play.
The media's going to pump it. And I'm not saying that he doesn't.
But he is.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I'm saying he has the media support behind him pushing it. And you know that matters.
He's better than Shaq. He's better than Shaq. Like, you could argue Kareem, maybe, just because Kareem's just, if we stack the careers up, Kareem's done more. But, like, I mean, gosh, we've never seen a player like he's a one-of-one player himself in NBA history. Like,
he's got to win more though.
I think if he gets one, but if he stays in Denver his whole career, but he also seems like the type that will retire early.
Yeah, but
because he talks about it. If he retires early to go to his horses and goes home, takes his ball, he goes home. You could Barry Sanders him, right? Like, who do people think is the greatest running back of all time? Like, just real quick.
You can Barry Sanders him, but he's gonna add the asterisk of if he would have played longer. But he has to get more than one championship because the bigs. Think about all the top bigs.
There's a lot because the NBA is the history of the big man. That is the history of the NBA.
He has to win a championship. He has to win more than one championship.
He's won a championship, but he's got multiple MVPs. It just, to me, it's that's why I brought up the running back conversation, because when you think of running backs, you think old school. Like, there are some people that are like, Jim Brown's the best football player ever. There are people that will say that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jim Brown. But, like, then there's people that saw Barry Sanders play. We've seen highlights of Barry Sanders, and we're like, nigga, special. Some people might say Walter Payton. Right. 85 Bears, best player on the field.
I watched Saquon last year, and that's some of the best running backs.
But he ain't the best running back you've ever seen.
No.
Best running back season, maybe.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that was some of the best running back I've ever seen. I'm not calling him the best running back. I'm just saying that season, some of the best running back I've seen. And don't get me wrong, I saw Adrian Peterson season. He's the best. Him or LT are the best running backs that I've watched in my life. But I think it becomes a flavor thing like LeBron and Kobe.
Well, this is how I do it. LT's the best prime I ever saw. AP's the best career.
Nigga, AP came back from a torn ACL and went crazy, bro.
Bro, and no offense to LT, we watched Adrian Peterson as a freshman at Oklahoma.
Needing to be in the NFL. Get that boy out of there.
It was like how people want to suck Jeremiah Smith off at Ohio State. It was like look at what we're looking at. Like, guys,
where we at on top?
He's a freshman and he's second in the Heisman. Are we going to get to college football even for a little?
I mean, we can
touch it for 5 seconds.
Let's touch it. No, but we still got to talk NBA
5
gambling.
minutes, I mean.
Let's touch it after NBA. Let's wrap up NBA and Stephen A. and then touch it, because that stuff is way more important than Billy Napier getting fired.
Sure.
NBA gambling shit came out today.
Yeah. Shit dropped like if it was 2020, it was a new strand of COVID or something. Like,
yeah,
SARS too, Nick. like
yeah, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones, amongst others.
LeBron James being named.
I haven't seen that.
I'll send it to you. Give me a second.
Because I didn't see it in that tweet you sent me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
Okay.
He was named.
Hey man, he has friends.
He's innocent. I'm not.
Yeah, he's
not innocent. I'm just saying he was named.
So I kind of want to separate the two, because you have Terry Rozier, what he did.
New York Post, by the way, but I'm about to send it to you
because they're credible.
What do you want? What more do you want?
I just wanted to make a joke.
Who could I get it from? New York Times?
No. The New York Post is a credible newspaper.
Okay, I'm sending it to you now, though, Lee.
So we got Damon Jones. That's the guy that's tied to both cases.
Uh-huh.
Then we got Terry Rozier just out here selling, and he's cooked.
Okay.
Then we got big shot Chauncey Billups apparently just being a part of this racket, ripping people off in poker games, which I have an issue with Terry Rozier way more than I have an issue with Chauncey.
Uh-huh.
Terry Rozier, you're playing. I don't know how you got tied up in owing these people whatever you owe them and these favors, but yeah, you got fucked, dude. That sucks. And we know that gambling has existed in the NBA for years. We got Tim Donaghy. We got Michael Jordan going away. Gambling exists in sports. And if you listen to any podcast with any of these gambling mafia niggas who are out just spilling all the devil's business, they will tell you that sports has been fixed for years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sports has been manipulated by organized crime for years.
Mm-hmm.
Because the house always wins.
Mm-hmm.
So the house always wins. The house always wins. But what Chauncey and them was doing, if you're playing illegal poker, I don't care if you're cheating people. It's illegal. It's one thing if you're in the casino cheating. All right, yeah, bro. This is a casino.
Yeah.
This is sanctioned. There are rules that this place is governed by.
Correct. Which
you can't add. This is not legal brain. This is totally nigger brain. Yeah. You can't add charges of me doing illegal stuff while I'm already playing an illegal poker game. Dog, it's the poker game. Did anybody die? No?
All right, then.
Yeah, because I know you're not a street gambler, but we have an understanding. Yeah, but we have an understanding of how street gambling works. The street takes care of it. Like there are people who I've bet on stuff with. There was one person I can think of off the top of my head who didn't pay me on a bet. Guess what? We just don't bet anymore. Now, when you're talking high stakes poker, you probably don't live anymore, but you know who you're dealing with when you get involved in this stuff.
Yeah, it's a part of the game.
Because you can go like these games are in New York. Go to Atlantic City.
Correct.
So I'm just interested to see what all comes from this. I know it's probably going to get pushed under the rug as best as possible, kind of like Pablo Torres reporting has been. It's crazy how no, not the Kawhi. It's crazy how they buried the players' union shit though.
Nah, just in general. I mean, everything. He did a breakdown on the gambling shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't watched it yet.
No, he did. No, I'm talking about
Pablo.
All the gambling shit that came out already, and they tracked down the guys in New York. Like,
well, but nobody. Pablo's doing the work, but the mainstream's not running with it. They're treating it like he's just a nobody, which he's not. I mean, he worked at ESPN. That's why he's famous.
Well, and he's got a successful page and stuff going, and
he went to Harvard, and he got. I want to say he got nominated for maybe a Pulitzer or something like that. Like he's
a Pulitzer Prize winner.
I think it was nominated.
Oh.
It's a big award to that level.
Okay.
But it's bad. It's a bad look for the NBA. Stephen A says this could possibly be the president getting even with people, and the WNBA could be next. The man's walked out on me. And see, this is the problem with Stephen A. Smith. Steve has his hands in too many pots.
Lee,
he's just talking.
You brought up Stephen A. Smith.
Did you? I sent you the video.
No, I know. But you're bringing up Steve. I'm not a bitter ex of Steve's or anything. Like, not like that chick. I don't have sex with him. I'm a heterosexual male. But
cis male.
Anyone. Okay, if you want to keep it, I don't even know if that's politically correct. If you want to keep it left wing correct, then yeah.
You're left wing correct. You are a cisgendered heterosexual male.
Look, Steve, he is the name that we shall not say moving forward. The name that remains unheard in this realm. Because at this point, SAS is ASS. That's why he's got those. That's why he's got that shit in his shit.
Bro, he really went on a LeBron revenge tour again to kick off the NBA season. Out of nowhere.
Because what better time to do it? And especially because LeBron's not playing. So LeBron can't, like, fight fire with fire and, like, I don't know, just play really well. Like combative to be like a big fuck you. He can't do that.
Well, Stephen A doesn't have a problem with how he plays the game. It has nothing to do with the basketball players. It has everything to do with the man. I don't like him. I can't fucking stand him.
He's a dick.
Dog, the shit's so lame because it's so late. And he says that I won't talk about LeBron James unless he's brought up.
Mm-hmm.
But on First Take, you're an executive producer, which means you sign off on every topic. You are Stephen A. Smith, who just signed a $100 million contract with ESPN, the biggest name and face in sports media today. If you go sit down at a podcast, you control what they ask you.
Right.
People are still going to allow Stephen A. to come to their platform if he says, I won't talk about X, Y, and Z. So for you to say that you don't want to talk about him, but you have so much to say about the man and you continue to contradict yourself, either you're doing it for clout to create stories, which I'm seeing all this media on media beef. These niggas are creating stories just to have things to talk about. It's becoming reality TV when there's like a real world going on out here for y'all to cover, but you're so worried about your P&L statements that you're not educating people. Like the job of the media is ESPN.
Lee, they talk to guys like this and they say that we're not worried enough about our P&Ls.
And maybe we're not, but at least we're trying to be authentic in who we are and what we present. My nigga, we just explained to people how we were using the same facts to make an argument and said, hey, people will use facts, the same facts, to tell you two different things. So, like, be smart about it.
Well, because we're doing this without getting paid, right? But like, but now we wouldn't change. I mean, if we were seeing millions of dollars,
we change some things.
Yeah, we would absolutely. If somebody says don't talk about this, we'd be like, no problem. But we would. I mean, I know the truth, but that's why we can say that even right now. But what I would say is that if I'm like a Steve and I have a Stephen A. Smith show podcast, like we're big time, we're on major network, but then we have our own side shit.
The side shit is where we get it off.
As long as I can't lose a contract because of something I said, I'm going to give you as much insight and truth as I can. Like, because why wouldn't I? Like,
yeah, I think
lying about anything only creates more lies.
Sometimes you need to create more lies to cover up the truth.
Well, it just eventually comes out. Some people can go to their grave like lying, but like I can't. I just don't even want to walk around as a liar. Like, you know, if I tell my daughter that there's no more apple juice or something, you know, that's a little different. But I don't want a lot of grown ass men. I don't want a lot of women.
I don't want to lie about grown ass men on a microphone when I don't have to do it. I cannot talk about it. I can literally say, I said what I said. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But you talk about fragile male ego, saying for the fact that he even said brought He alluded to that LeBron tried to get him off the air, so now it's personal. Okay, the game is the game, dog. You survived it. Michelle Beadle didn't. You know what I mean? She's still mad about it.
He's a bitch.
Well, not my words, but
words. He's a bitch.
But like, just saying,
just like how he called Whitlock out. He said, "Did you tell him about that? Did you tell him about how you turned your back on me, you fat bitch?" He called him a fat bitch at that.
Yeah, and like, dog, you.
But all Whitlock did, I don't know what he was talking about. All Whitlock did was say, "Nigga, your autobiography is fugazi. It don't even align with how shit works." And you published the shit, nigga. I read it. I bought it and I read it.
I supported you, nigga.
And I'm telling you that what you said, anyone that actually paid attention can realize that doesn't make sense.
You can't average.
Now now you got to talk about my weight.
You can't average like 1.5 points a game over 3 games. That's 4.5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But Steve, the thing that really got me was when he said that he could have got in touch with me. He could have got in touch with me and I would have hopped on a flight and we could have sat down and talked. But then
he wants that. He's lying. He wants that. That's actually him giving an olive branch via a banana boat friend.
Exactly. And
you imagine, Lee, can you imagine somebody having an issue with me, knowing that we are friends? We're very good friends. We do a show together. They come on your show. They go on Village Vets.
Okay.
And they talk about a beef with me because you know that we're friends.
Yep.
And you give them the platform to talk about it. And then
I doubt that I would
they talk about how if we were out in Atlanta or anywhere for that matter, but just for this argument's sake, we're out in Atlanta. Now, this wouldn't happen this way. I understand it. But like just hypothetically, they say if we were able to meet in person over steak, they like, man, I know he like Kevin Rathman's. We could have met at the bar at Kevin Rathman's. You fucking clown. Nigga. Carmelo's right there. You got LeBron's number. Now, I ain't saying LeBron just answered the phone, but like, nigga, you could talk to what are we doing?
Well, here's my problem. LeBron responded to him publicly about things that he said publicly, and he continues to evade the part that LeBron is upset about. As a father, I'm telling you XYZ. Nigga, don't tell me what to do as a father. You're not talking about me, the basketball player. You're not talking about Bronny, the basketball player. And everybody keeps mixing that shit up. LeBron wasn't tripping about him talking about Bronny. It was him telling LeBron how to be a dad when he's turned his son. And without LeBron even spending his money directly, right, giving it to Bronny in hand, Bronny has made over $10 million.
Yeah. And he's big stick.
And he's in the NBA. LeBron did a great job as a dad, preparing his son for the next phase of life. So don't tell that nigga what to do as a dad. But Steve, when you say that you don't want him to reach out to you privately to have a private conversation, he has to come up to you at a game where people can see it. Well, no. You went public on your shows. He went public at his job. Both of y'all went public at your jobs.
Yeah.
Now, he goes to Pat McAfee, and you heard about that because you don't fuck with McAfee because McAfee got a bigger contract than you over there at ESPN.
Yeah, he swings his penis around the campus. Yeah.
And he gets execs fired publicly.
He swings his penis around campus, Lee.
And that's what it all boils down to with Stephen A. Smith, because he talks about how important he is to the culture and to sports and to entertainment.
He's not important to culture and sport. Let me take that back. He's important to the culture of sports broadcasting. He is. I don't have to lie about it, not because of what he is today, but because of what we liked about him.
We're talking about him. We talk about him a lot. He's significant. We don't like him on air. We don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? So he's significant, but he can be replaced tomorrow. Like, he's not like a Bill Simmons who created a whole new fucking lane, who made podcasting a thing. Did Grantland turn that into The Ringer? Is turning that shit into fucking Netflix. You know what I mean? And it's not to blow the white guy. Hell, he's not even Joe Budden. Joe Budden, rapper turned podcaster turned network host.
They showed Joe on Twitter behind, I think, Suni Lee or somebody at the Knicks game. Yeah. Because somebody was like, look who's behind them. Oh, it was Joe.
Yeah. But like, you haven't trailblazed anything. You were Skip's B-Mike and then became ESPN's face. Good on you. But Stephen A is a hell of a worker. And there's nothing wrong with being a hell of a worker. Like the stuff he says, I wake up every day thinking about how I can make my bosses money. He says things like, oh shit, is that much? Where are we at on time?
Oh man, we're about 4 minutes. Finish your thought. I just was getting it ready.
Thank you. You are a great worker. You wake up and think about how to make your bosses money. Great stuff. You know what I mean? It's absolutely amazing that you do that. You tell Jasmine Crockett to pipe down, and shout out to you for apologizing to her. He told her just to pretty much he was telling her,
which is good in itself too.
Yes.
It's Steve taking responsibility. But that's why I don't like to talk about Steve, because Steve, again, he's where I think we aspire as a group and individually to be at the point that he's at because of what he has accomplished. But at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't want to do it the way he did it to get to that point.
Exactly. And that's what people get upset about. And they try to come at his character because they don't like his methods. I don't like his methods. I don't know his character. And I try to stay away from his character, just what he says out loud and make jokes. Anyways,
I agree with you. I agree with you, but I don't stay away from these six packs.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Parlay Pete's College Football Six Pack.
I am Goldberg in the Georgia Dome in 98, and Hogan's in front of me with these picks this week. We're going to start off with Illinois at Washington. I like Illinois on the money line. That's the upset special. Next, we got Northwestern at Nebraska. Nebraska bounces back after a loss. They should beat Northwestern. Next, we got Ole Miss at Oklahoma. I like Ole Miss +5. I think they cover the spread. Next, we got Missouri at Vandy. I am on the Diego Pavia train. We're going to take Vandy on the money line at home. Then we got North Texas at Charlotte. This one is a ball knower pick. This is the ball knower pick of the week. We're going to start doing a little insight thing. Ball knower pick of the week because nobody knows anything about these teams. North Texas, -26. They're going to cover the spread. And then finally, A&M at LSU. Lee, we talked about this, about BK's coaching status. This is a must-win for him.
He's cooked.
I'm going to take them because if he doesn't win this game, I know that he's fired at the end of the year. LSU money line. They should win at the Swamp.
All right. We've got Illinois on the money line. We've got Nebraska on the money line. We've got Ole Miss +5. We've got Vandy money line. We've got North Texas -26 and LSU on the money line.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Parlay Pete's SL Six Pack.
All right. So we're going to start off with the home team. We're wearing the shirt. We're going to start off with the home team. Dolphins at Falcons. I'm not going to take the Falcons on the money line because we should win, but we're going to take the over instead. Over 44.5. I expect two of them to score a little bit of points themselves. They're not going to score that many because we're still one of the top-ranked defenses. Over 44.5. Next, we got the Bears at the Ravens. Lamar's return. Ravens money line. Really simple here. Then we got the Browns at the Patriots. I like the Browns +7.5 against the Patriots. They've been really hot. Browns still have a pretty good defense. Give me Browns +7.5. Next, we got the 49ers at the Texans. Anyone that heard the rant earlier, I'm telling you, fuck the fucking Texans. We're going to take the 49ers on the money line. I bet they win that game. Next, we got Aaron Rodgers' possibly only game against the Packers ever. Packers at Steelers. I like the Steelers on the money line. Short week, bounce back, they win. And then we got the Bills at the Panthers. I like the Bills -6.5. Lee, you take it away for Lee. 3.
Lee's
three.
3.
Lee's
Lee's 3.
Lee's
All right, give me Ole Miss +5. Give me Ravens on the money line, and give me that 49ers money line. That's Lee's 3 for the week.
Attaboy, Lee.
Where we at on time?
20 seconds.
Press it.
Now, isn't it?
Yeah, press it now. In the show.
Salutations, good people.
Salutations, good people. We love you. If I decide